Hello and good evening. I'm Cheryl D'Souza and you're watching Goa 365. Mario Miranda expresses his anguish and frustration. Goa State Committee on Baby-Friendly Hospital proposes ban on promotion of baby foods. Francisco Sardin appeals to citizens to be vigilant in the wake of terror attacks. One booked under Section 8 of the Non-Biodegradable Garbage Control Act 1996. Road from Bodhgeshwar Temple to Mapsa bus stand in pathetic condition. Now for the news in detail. Convener of Intag Goa chapter and acclaimed cartoonist Mario Miranda expressed his deep frustration and anguish over the controversy surrounding the reconstruction and revitalization of the historic Reshmagos fort. Speaking exclusively to Goa 365, he said,
I've lost interest. I came here just because Gerard said to come. But I get fed up of this stupidity which is going on. Blaming this one, blaming that one. Let's all work together. Intag as well as whatever other groups are there.
So which were the projects you were supposed to take for restoration?
Restoration, we did that Museum of Christian Art in Old Goa. And there are other small things. But this was my idea, because I used to go and sit there and sketch. And when I saw that the whole building was coming down, crumbling down. Then I met this lady, Amlin, and she said, I'll help you all. That's how it started. She's not taking money for herself, she doesn't need it, she's very rich. But she loved Goa, that is the main thing. She could have started something somewhere else, like in Jaipur, Udaipur and all that. But she's very fond of Goa. And for the time being, she's got a house in Anjuna. Because she wanted to have a farm stay. Not that she wanted to stay in the Reshmagos. That was the wrong propaganda. I've given up because there's no point having these fights and all quarrels and all that. So now I don't want to do anymore. I had been to Cuba just to see what they were doing. I was hoping we would do the same thing here. But at this rate, I don't think it's worth. As somebody said, why are you wasting your time with all these things happening in Goa? Let it collapse. If that's what they want. I know one person who was in jail there, Sinari, the police, old friend. Yes. And one of those rooms is still there. They should preserve those rooms for the youngsters who are coming and see.
Mario Miranda was present at the press conference held at the old GMC complex by architect Gerard de Cunha to educate the media about the proposed reconstruction at the Reshmagos fort. Speaking at the press conference, Mr. de Cunha rubbished claims of the restoration being illegal as claimed by the Goa Shiv Sena and the Goa Environment and Ecology Trust. Mr. de Cunha opined that heritage buildings have to be commercialized without changing their architectural and heritage values.
Now, I firmly believe that all buildings have to be used. If they're not used, they die. And this is historically everywhere. I don't mind commercialism. I think it's a valid, if we have to keep our heritage going, we'll have to commercialize. But this is not a commercial project. This has no commerce in it, but if we have to survive, keep our buildings surviving, we have to commercialize. No, I and Mario will kill ourselves if there's a hotel put in that place. I'm telling you straight. Right, Mario? It's the most ridiculous suggestion that we're doing some hotel there.
He mentioned that though the JMFC Mapsa had ordered the police to register an FIR on a complaint filed by the Goa Environmental and Ecology Trust alleging illegalities, the police had refused to do so as there was no basis for the same.
The police immediately called for the papers. They made a big application with these press cuttings, went to the judicial magistrate first class who looked at all this, and he told the police, he made an order. The order is stated there that the application stands allowed. Consequently, the inspector of Porvorim police station shall register the complaint against the accused as the first information report and shall investigate into the same, and if warranted, submit a charge sheet. Okay, so they passed an order that it must be registered. They went to the police again refused to register. They are not registering the complaint.
With an aim to encourage breastfeeding to newly borns amongst mothers around the state and to reduce the importance of baby supplements available in the market in an infant's diet, the Goa State Committee on Baby-Friendly Hospital Initiative decided to propose a ban on the promotion of baby foods in the state of Goa.
Because it's not that, see, if it is a baby, who really needs the substitute, that baby will definitely has the right to have it. If the pediatrician feels that this baby should have this artificial milk product.
So the promotion of the baby foods will be banned?
Promotion is banned.
Speaking to media persons after the meeting of members of the Goa State Committee on Baby-Friendly Hospital Initiative, the Director of Health Services, Dr. Rajananda Desai, said that they would move a proposal to the government to have a milk bank at the Goa Medical College.
First thing was strengthening of milk bank at the GMC, Bamboli, and they are suffering from shortage of staff, and also that proposal will be put up. And if that is done, then the prescriptions for the artificial milk products will be reduced.
As part of an ongoing awareness, 3 hospitals in South Goa would be identified, and trained nurses association in these hospitals would be given the responsibility to spread the awareness of breastfeeding.
So the trained nurses association, they will take up this project to the private hospitals, and like we are having the support groups at the auspicious hospital, and they are doing very well. They will implement the same strategy at the private hospitals. They will initiate this activity by talking to the mothers and the relatives, because though the mother is very much willing to breastfeed her child, it is the other group like her in-laws, her mother-in-law or the sister-in-law, they influence her decision.
Dr. Desai also disclosed about the programs to be organized during the breastfeeding week.
See, this 1st to 7 August, it is known as the breastfeeding week. So IC campaigns will be there. Our all CHCs, PSCs, they will take up the project, and in their own jurisdiction they will have this campaign. The first state level workshop will be at the Jawari Nagar MES College. So Honorable Minister for Health will be presiding that function.
South Goa MP Mr. Francisco Sardinia exhorted and called upon citizens to be more vigilant in the wake of the recent terror attacks in Bangalore and Ahmedabad, and red alerts being issued to the state of Kerala and Goa. Speaking to Goa 365, Mr. Sardin appealed to all the citizens of Goa to be cautious and to come forward for any kind of rescue operation if the need arose.
All the citizens have to be cautious. Citizens have to come to the rescue of the police and the country and the state and the nation. Whenever you see anything untoward, immediately you have to take police into confidence and bring to their notice. How many police can be there? And suppose now Vasco is so big, even if you have more people in the police station, it can happen in a corner of Vasco. That's why citizens of Vasco should be vigilant like policemen, and then whenever you come and see any untoward incident, whenever you see somebody who is little suspicious, immediately should be brought to the notice of the police.
Mr. Sardinia stated that the attacks were a result of envy of certain countries who cannot digest to see the emerging prosperity of India.
2 more battalions, whatever it is, they have asked for Goa, and I'm sure this will happen. And when I go to Delhi, I will also call on the Home Minister to see whatever help they can give.
We'll spill into a short break. Stay with us.